Alright, very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Babael here. Welcome back to eHL Season 1. This is finally Cycle 2. With me is Larc, and it's the group stage. A bit of a hiccup today, but this is finally going to start, and it's Group A. Man, Larc, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a really long time since we've been casting Hearthstone, so really excited for the game today. We've got our Bjorn up there, so expect a lot of things to be coming up from today. So I don't really know much about the other guys, but hopefully they're gonna bring the A game and we're gonna see some interesting matches for sure. Especially seeing as there was the recent patch that hit, kind of the reason why we had to reschedule. Things like the Master Opus Spark and the Nat Pagel. I still think Nat Pagel is a pretty decent card nonetheless, but yeah, I think Master Opus Spark got, I guess you could say, quite a huge nerf because it's very situational right now. That card, since it works on any minion. If it was, I mean, I would still be kind of okay with it if it was like a random enemy minion, but it's actually any minion on the board, so yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I cannot actually hear you, Larc.
Hello.
Yes, now I can hear you.
Right.
Great. So, yeah, that's it, man. The latest patch and all that shit. So, kinda I have to do a bit of reschedule because of that. But yeah, finally gonna get a show on the way, and we have with us the first game between Machtung as well as Oploner. So,
Yep.
I don't know how this is gonna work out, but do you know any of these guys here?
Well, like I said earlier, I don't really know any of them. I just know that, I mean, I only know of Bjorn in the group so far, so can't really tell too much. I think I've seen Oploner somewhere. I just can't really remember where.
Babael Arena Challenge.
Yes, that's right. He did pretty alright, I guess, in the arena runs. But you can't really judge from that because arena run is a little bit more different as compared to construction. So really excited to see how this is gonna go down, and especially like what decks they're gonna go for. Are they gonna go with the very standard decks that we kind of saw in cycle number 1, or if they're gonna bust out something new and fantastic? We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, exactly. And we have with us here the first game of a BO3 series. Do note that this is gonna be a BO3, so there's a lot of things that are kind of involved here and a lot of stuff as well. And basically, you win through, you basically are through to the playoffs, and you win through and you win the series. You get some points there. Yeah, you're gonna have to win everyone else in this group for you to be able to be eligible to go through to the playoffs. And that's it. We have only a 3-man situation here in Group A. So it's Machtung, Oploner, and beyond. But yeah, there we go. The first game gonna be up.
Wait, that's kind of interesting. So the other guy gets an instant out, or?
No, it's not instant out. It's still the same format as in Cycle 1. Basically, only 1 out of 4 should go in. But because today's situation is, I think our Thai friend Descalius, he misunderstood the Facebook post, so he's not able to make it today. And the other players decided to go ahead still instead of doing a reschedule. So I mean, I have to respect the players, and we will have to relegate him to the waiting list. But yeah, that's it. We have a game here. I do believe Oploner is playing as the mage against a warlock.
Yeah, his mage is kind of interesting. Seems like he's playing very heavy in terms of like minions there. He even has a golden arcane explosion in hand. He actually just coined out a harvest golem, I believe, over there, just not for his turn. And Machtung, it seems like he's gonna go with that kind of handlock deck there. He even has a little bit of aggro there with the Leroy Jenkins at his hand, which he actually has. He's gonna go ahead and just tap here. I guess he just wants to get a little bit more card draw before playing anything else.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. So actually, a bit of an update here. I kind of changed my system a little bit, so that's why everything seems pretty okay here, except the usual audio problem should be solved right now. We're running on Skype and it's not mumble, and the system processor speed is so fantastic. I'm so happy with myself.
Well, really?
Yeah, I did an upgrade, cost me a shit ton of money.
I'll
talk a little bit more about that later. But anyway, now back to this game here. We have Machtung plays a warlock, and it does seems like it's a bit of the Twilight Drake, Giants warlock deck. Handlock, they call it.
Yeah, the handlock, yeah. This is actually really good for Machtung because he has a huge board presence. But look at that top deck coming from Oploner. It's gonna instantly polymorph that and then just get rid of it with a 2-3. Or he could just go for phase, to be honest.
He should. He
Yeah.
should go for face. Do note, Oploner is not running with a lot of professional cards here. He did tell me he's got only 1 to 2 legendary. So if you are a budget player, you definitely would like to root for Oploner. He
Yep.
is not alone in his fight for cards. But yeah, that's a Machtung on the other hand is a pretty well-known player all the way from Philippines, and man is gonna have those watchers, those Sunfree Protector, and they are all gonna be so strong.
Yep, for sure. Here I guess it's just fine to taunt at both, since anyways the one is gonna die to probably a hero ping. There, at least that way it kind of forces Oploner to have to use his hero power to ping that 1/1 before he can go for face. So yeah, I agree with the fact that he decided to taunt both up both the Ancient Watcher as well as the Polymorph, the unit there. But Oploner though, he's gonna play a Chillwind Yeti here and establish a little bit more board. He does have that Flame Strike in hand already, so he can always, look towards using that later on if he wants to. And seems to be the problem. Okay, he was thinking of actually playing the Silverhand Knight. Is it the Silverhand Knight? I completely forgot the name.
Yeah, it is. It's the Silverhand Knight, that's right. It would be pretty alright to play Silverhand Knight. I don't see how that's a problem. But the issue is the 4-5 doesn't go down easy. He can of course, trade his Yeti for that, but that's not gonna be with it. Oh, here comes the silence, and it's actually gonna rub off the taunt, and here comes the buffed up taunt again. So this is a 5-6 that can effectively attack. And Oploner knows that he's all of a sudden on the very bad side of his board already.
Yeah, that was actually a really good play there coming from Machtung. Now it's a taunt. Effectively, it's a taunt that can attack. So that's actually pretty damn good. I think. Let's see how much damage does he have next turn. He has the Leroy Jenkins plus the Soulfire. That's effectively 10 damage, and on the board he has. He has lethal next turn if none of the minions
really?
are gonna die. Yeah, if Oploner doesn't kill any of the minions, that is. But he's gonna. He's gonna fireball the 5/6 because that's like the biggest creature on the board. Can't really blame him for that. He's not at the mana yet for Flame Strike, and even if he has the Flame Strike, he's actually gonna clear the board here very effectively. I really like the new animations, by the way, that Blizzard
Exactly.
just looks so damn good.
Yep, it's like a little bit of an animation upgrade, man. Who doesn't like animations? It's so good. But that said, we have a 2-1, a 4-2 on the board here for Oploner. It did a very good job to clear the board. Of course, we have those minions taking a bit of a damage at the very end, but still, next turn, I believe it's going to be turn 7 for him, so he can definitely Flame Strike anything that comes out. But back to Machtung. Machtung actually is in not a very good spot. He did lose 2 Taunters there, as well as 1 Ancient Watcher, so in his deck he will only have 1 Defender Argus extra, as well as 1 Sunfree Protector. Of course, I'm saying this without looking at his deck list, but we all know for sure that generally you want to run double Taunters and double Twilight Drake, also double Ancient Watcher, but not so sure if he runs them. But even if he does, it's only going to be down to about just 1, so his chances in running Absolute Ball Control is just so much lesser right now.
Yeah, he's actually kind of in a tough spot. He has to tap here to see what card he's gonna do that. I believe he's gonna think about doing the Hellfire here. Probably should, instead of taking the 4 damage from the Yeti, as well as the 2 damage from the damaged Harvest Golem there. So it's a fine play. Oploner here, unfortunately for Machtung, has a lot of huge minions to play. He can play the Silverhand Knife for board control. He can play the Gurabashi Berserkers, so that he can always boost it up a little bit later on. He can always just even opt to go for the charge minion there and do damage right off the bat. For fear, he's probably afraid of things like, he's actually just gonna go ahead and throw the Gurabashi Berserker down and ping it. So I guess that's fine. There's nothing really big that Machtung can do to get rid of that, except for using the I keep forgetting the card's name.
Which card?
The one
Siphon
that
Soul?
Siphon Soul, that's right. So unfortunately for him, he's gonna get his minions silenced. So that's fine for Machtung, but Oploner, he still has a lot of responses here. He can even just throw down his own. Oh, wow, okay, he has his Alex Raza there. He's gonna use the shield to pop off the 5/4. That's fine.
I like this a lot because this actually means that he doesn't waste a Flame Strike, and because Flame Strike doesn't lend him extra minion, but Argent Commander does, so that's pretty good stuff there. But there we go, Molten Giant is in the hand of Machtung. Machtung can play Molten Giant here, and effectively there's nothing else he could probably do. So he can definitely live tap into something else to look for extra card options, but the options are running a little bit thin here for Machtung. I'm thinking that Oploner's kind of got this pretty well going his way.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the Giant here is actually going to prove to be kind of hard for Oploner to deal with. He's going to have to run his Archon Commander into that Giant if he decides to use it. He's just going to go ahead and Siphon Soul this. Unfortunately for him, that was probably the worst target he could have done that to, because of that. In Oploner's hand, he has that Alexstrasza as well as the Sunfear Protector.
Actually, I would just
Sunfear Protector, yeah.
yeah, actually I would just Alexstrasza here. Because yeah, well, it's an aggressive play. Yes, I know it only deals 2 damage, but you get an 8/8 on the board, and of course you force out another Siphon Soul if you have it in his hand. However, it's not gonna play that. Do note that's doubled Soulfire, that's 8 damage, plus Leroy 6, that's 14 damage. So effectively with Hellfire, we are looking at Oploner with only 1 health. Of course, this is gonna take some time to pan out, but I'm thinking. Sorry?
I like this play. He's going to run his Leroy Jenkins into it, Soulfire it, and then Molten. Wait, no, he doesn't have enough mana for Molten. He could, he could YOLO and Soulfire himself so that he could play the Molten Giant. That would be funny to see, but I don't think he's gonna do that though.
Nah, that's not gonna be a good play. So it's actually pretty good bot clear control coming out here for Machtung. See, if he played the 8/8, he would then have died. He will still be able to deal 8 damage this turn. Just saying. But yeah, we have now a Sunwalker as well as a Raging Worgen on the side of Oploner, and back to Machtung.
Yeah, I think his only option here is actually to just Hellfire first. It will instantly kill off the 3/3, and then he can play his Molten Giant, Soulfire the 4/5, Mortal Coil it. If the Mortal Coil doesn't get removed, that is. It's a risky play, but it's one he should probably take if he wants to get some sort of advantage back into this game. Because he hasn't drawn things like Lord Jaraxxus. Again, I also don't have the deck list just yet, so I'm not too sure what he runs in his deck right here. But I do believe he should probably have a Lord Jaraxxus. So, he's actually got a Mortal Coil to pop the shield.
Which is okay, it's not a big problem, but I kind of like your play a lot more. Because I actually think that you should save Mortal Coil for something dealing a bit extra, you know, get to the card, it gives you a little bit extra advantage. But now it's okay, and he's actually going to Soulfire the Sunwalker there. Oh. So he gets his own Molten Giant on the board, 8/8, and he's at about 15 health. But look at that top deck, though. The Polymorph is just too strong in this one.
Yep. Well, if you think about it, if he didn't draw Polymorph, he would have been dead the next turn. Because had he had his Soulfire and not discarded the other Soulfire, he would have had lethal and he could have been able to end the game here. But fortunately for him, top deck 2 OP. It's like the saving grace there, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly, man. That just kind of saved his ass. Very nicely done. Oh. Molten Giant, nope. No goal. He's probably gonna have to live tap here. Molten Giant.
Oh. Still can't play those. Well, I guess his only option here is just to attack phase and enter.
Yeah, just enter, man. But of course, Alexstrasza can come out, and that's gonna heal him all the way up to about 15 health, and gives him a minion of 8/8 on the board, which is perfectly fine. He's thinking right now if he should actually play the Harvest Golem to knock in the Earthen Ring faster and brink it off, but I would say that's not worth it. You don't want to do that. You want to just heal up, go for face. You know, it's reached the point of aggro already. Next turn, he has got lethal if Machtung doesn't clear the board. Oh, that's just a silence, man. But yeah.
Well, if he taps, no, he doesn't have enough mana. Oh, he can power overwhelming this.
He can play one Molten Giant, but there's nothing else he can probably do.
Yeah, the thing is, he has the Molten Giant plus Shadow Flame if he wants to survive. He's dead here. It's over.
Not exactly. He can still kill the 2/3 by silencing it, picking it off, and then making sure that the Harvest bot doesn't come out and effectively can survive for one more turn. But that's about it, you see. There's nothing else to really do except to set up for power overwhelming play, which is still pretty decent, but he doesn't have any way out next turn.
Yeah, actually he has a play here. He can silence the Harvest Golem. No, don't concede. He can...
Oh god, there we go. So yep, there goes the conceit. But you were saying, let's just.
He could have silenced the Harvest Golem, used the Shadow Flame after attacked with the 3/3, and then wait, how much life was he at? Was he at 9 or 10? No, yeah, he was 88. Sorry, yeah, he was still dead anyway. What am I talking about? Yeah, because of the hero power thing. Yep.
Yeah, the thing is, I thought he would actually survive because he could actually silence the Alvarez Golem, run the Earthring Fossir into that, and
No, the thing is, yes, hero power plus Alexstrasza.
that's just 9 damage. It's not enough. He's got 11 health.
Was he at 11 or 9? I thought he was at 9. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he tapped. Yeah, he was at 9. You're right.
Yeah, he was at 9. He was at 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tap killed him.
Yep.
So, well, he shouldn't have tapped, but yeah, you know, you don't play to extend the game or prolong the game. You play to win, and I guess Machtung is down by 1 game, but it's not down by the series yet. So now what's gonna happen is that Machtung's gonna have the opportunity here to change his deck. He does have only 1 last life left. If he does lose this next game, he's gonna be completely at a disadvantage in the 3-man group stage. And for Oploner, he's just looking to win with his mage deck, man. And I'm proud of this guy, really, my fellow Singaporean that only has got 1 or 2 legendary. He just happens to have extras. It's just the way it is, man.
Yeah, like I said, there was the previous misplay there by using the what was it again? I can't really remember. I think it was the Siphon Life on the 4/2 Argent Commander was kind of what put him in a bad spot as well. Because after that he had to deal with that Sun Walker. He used a lot of spells. If he had both his what do you call it? His Soul Fires, he might have had a chance to win that game. But yeah, I mean, without a doubt, that was really an interesting game there. Machtung unfortunately loses to the budget deck coming up from Oploner. So yeah, never discount the underdog.
Exactly, and we have with us here the second game, but the connection is kind of bad on this place. But of course, now there's no spec mode, so it's still not ready. We're waiting. We're using this with TeamViewer, and it has its limitations. So I beg everyone's forgiveness if there is any form of latency problem, if there's any card lags, you know, if the animation don't look as smooth as it is on your screen, that's because it's not direct connection. So yeah, and most of these players, they have enough to get connection in terms of having pretty good, you know, download upload speed. But I guess he just disconnected.
Yeah, I think he disconnected for me as well. The Oploner, that is.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, we saw the first deck, the hand lock coming from Machtung. Unfortunately for him, didn't really work out in the end. He does have 2 more decks to rely on, which is the Warrior deck as well as the Shaman deck. So I think yeah, it's kind of surprising here because he actually doesn't run with a Druid deck, and Druids are just probably the #1 top class played right now, since it offers so much versatility and it's just really good. So surprised to see that isn't going to be in, you know, I mean, surprised they didn't create a Druid deck there. Maybe he just doesn't have the cards he needs to.
You mean for Oploner? I mean, Druid is just very strong.
For Machtung.
Yeah. I guess Control Warrior is the in thing right now, but Druid of course still very strong. It's just that without the Net-Pickle draw mechanic, you know, some of the things gonna have to change, and I'm just surprised that, you know, there is a lot of card changes. We'll talk about that at the end of this day here. But yeah, we have a second game here between Oploner and Machtung. He's gonna have to stay with the mage deck, and it seems like Machtung's gonna follow with his Shaman.
And I think a Shaman here has a really good starting hand. He just needs to remove the Blood Mage. He can keep the Manatite if he wants to, but I think he should probably get rid of that as well. Keep the Stormforge Axe, yep, and he's just gonna do that. What does he get? He's actually running with a Bloodless Shaman deck. Okay, that's kind of interesting.
That's one hell of a big secret, but I guess secret already exposed here, and we have I don't know, man, but this is a Shaman up against a Mage. What are his chances in this game?
Yeah, it's a pretty decent chance in my opinion. He should be able to hold his own against the Mage here, as long as he's able to get a good starting hand. Unfortunately for him, his starting hand looks pretty damn grim. He's faced now with the illusions already. I believe he's going to just use his Stormforge Axe here. I really don't think there's any other play. He can totem up if he wants to, but honestly he needs to get rid of those taunts ASAP. Or he could always just bank on a Lightning Storm, but then again that's only a 1-for-1 exchange. So yeah, Stormforge Axe here is the fine choice and end the turn.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You can totem up, yep.
That's pretty okay here, but still, there is the O2 left over there, and it's golden, so it looks pretty good. And here comes the Raging War again. Now Machtung's hand picks up a Rockbiter weapon. He can effectively do nothing with it this turn. So
Yeah. He can still clear the board though. He has the lightning bolt.
he can lightning bolt. That's pretty good. Can kill the mirror image, but the thing he's still gonna have the 1 mana overload, and next turn he's gonna be down with only 3 mana. But Oploner on the other hand doesn't get any form of mana overload, but he doesn't get a lucky top deck here. He doesn't have anything to probably play, and that's bad. He's probably gonna just hero power end turn. That's such a waste.
Yep. Fortunately for him, he doesn't have anything to do here. Oh well, Machtung finally gets a minion. He does have the Argent Squire. Can always just play that after totem. Look at the totem effect, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And the sound even is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Speaking about sound, we still don't have sound, but yeah.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, you know, the totem, it just makes me feel like the hero power of Shaman is just too biased here. I mean, Blizzard just likes the Shaman a lot more. Thrall gets biased, and I don't know. The rest of the hero power looks the same. So that's probably why I'm saying that shit. But yeah, what he could do here is Rock Biter, the 1/1. To kill the 4/4 and pop the shield. That's pretty fine. Use Stormfortress to hit the 2/2, and then he can also, if he wants, he can play Wind Speaker onto the 4/1 there and can deal extra damage, but that's not gonna be wise. So
Yeah.
he effectively will have to
Well,
find a
actually,
way.
he can't because he will effectively deal 4 damage this turn. If he wants to have another minion on the board, or he can just coin the Azure Drake, which is fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think Coin Azure Drake's a lot better because it's gonna get pinged down anyway. Although it just lives on turn, it's not very good. But the top deck is a Lightning Storm, and that means a storm is coming.
Yep. Now, it really depends on Oploner and what he's going to play here. If he's going to play a lot of minions, he's going to be pretty sad because there is a spell totem already on the board. Oh, he's actually going to Frostbolt the 4/1. Okay. He's going to Earthshock this and it's instantly going to die because there's 2 spell damage on the board right now. So that's actually pretty damn good for Machtung. Like, this is an easy Earthshock. Well, or he might even just be thinking about playing the Boulder Fist Ogre, but I think it's just too risky because if... I guess actually at the same time it's also kind of fine because if he does play the Boulder Fist, it gets Polymorph, he uses up 1 Polymorph coming up from the Mage.
Yeah, of course, that's good. But he's thinking about his Boulder Fist Ogre. He shouldn't. He should just Earthshock and just, move on. Come on.
I think Boulder Fist is fine here, to be honest, to put a little bit more pressure on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, Oploner is probably gonna be down to 5 mana. He's definitely gonna want to ping down the 4/1. So he's down to 5 mana, and if I'm not too sure exactly. Okay,
I can always polymorph the 6/7. It's very easy answer.
Yep.
I would go for the spell totem here because that's just very devastating. You go for the spell totem and you effectively just wait for your turn there. But yeah.
Oh wow, another spell damage. He can play this and Earthshock, or he could just Earthshock the 2/2 and totem up and end the turn.
Yeah, you generally want to Earthshock the 2/2 because it silences it, so there is nothing effective coming back. It's a very good card, but of course Machtung might be thinking of using it, putting it to better use here. So he's not gonna do that. He's just gonna do what we recommend and pick off the useless Harvest Golem that's not gonna spawn any Harvest Bot. Look at the death animation, so good. But yeah.
Yeah, this is the ship's probably gonna get pinged here again. But if you look at it this way, there's really nothing that Oploner. Well, I mean, effectively, if he wants to use the Flame Strike, that's such a huge waste as well. I'm not sure if he runs Blizzard in his deck. That's also very bad. Like, he's not gonna get any exchange in his favor. I believe he's going to ping this.
Here, what I would have done is I would have actually just pinged my Glad of Pin for extra card.
Yeah, well, I guess putting the 2/7 is also fine because you establish some sort of presence on the board. Unfortunately for him, his Acolyte is gonna die here.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna die, and there's not much value in the 1/3 Acolyte there. You wanna get maximized value, but it's fine still. Yep, there we go. It's gonna draw him 1 card. Nonetheless, he is gonna pick up a Fairy Dragon that's gonna do Jack, and yeah, effectively, Machtung is in a very good spot here right now.
Totem and an attack phase. Yeah. Let's see, he is at 27 life, Bloodlust plus Wind Fury. Does that kill him? I think it does. Yeah, I think he has lethal next to. No.
He's
well, it's way out of lethal now, even.
Yeah, way out. The ping there is definitely gonna save the day. Of course, Machtung can use the sheep as well as the 1/1 fire totem, or whatever totem is called, to just hit on the Argent Commander to kill it off, which is definitely a good answer right now. But yeah.
Oh, Machtung is actually in a bad spot, to be honest.
He's in a very bad spot, don't get me wrong. He was in a very commanding lead until the Arching Commander came out and it just kind of crumbled from there on. He only has small minions on the board. That's the problem. I know he has got a Bloodlust. That's definitely going to deal a lot of effect here. He's in fact going to use the Hex and Lightning Storm. That's a little bit overkill if you ask me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't really have an option since he doesn't have a direct answer now. I believe he's gonna totem up. He doesn't want to overload himself like crazy with the Feral Spirits. And plus, if he does that, that would just be an instant Flame Strike, and the mage would get a lot of value out of that. So.
But there's no Flame Strike in the hand of Oploner yet. And
Yeah.
But this guy's top decking skills, man. You're gonna have to give it to him, man. You never know when it's gonna come. So, yeah,
Yep.
only a Water Elemental, so that's okay. He's gonna play a Chubin Yeti. Water Elemental, that's fine. He's also gonna ping down something, probably the ship, but nope. Yep. Every mage loves to ping ships. It's just the standard routine kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah, that Water Elemental is gonna be really annoying. He has a huge presence on the board now for Oploner, and Machtung can, well, he can deal with this. That top deck will help him. Let's see here. He has the Flame Tongue Totem, plus he has the Bloodlust here if he wants to clear the board. But I don't think he wants to really do that. Not too sure exactly what he's gonna do here. Like he can let's see.
I mean, what I would actually advocate him to do is to just play the Flame Tongue Totem. That's gonna help a bit. It is, I think it's definitely good. No, you don't place it there. You place it in between the spell and the 1/1 to pick up the Yeti. But oh well, it's just gonna go ahead. Okay, this is actually still fine because it's the same effect. So yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, now he has got a 2/2 there. He's gonna go for face.
Woo! Like that animation.
Feels like a carriage, you know.
It's really cool. Unfortunately for Oploner, no Flame Strike, so he's pretty sad face right now, I think. Okay, wait 1 second.
He can Frostbolt a 2/3. He can pick up the other 2/3, and that's about it. I mean, I would actually play Fairy Dragon and Mana Worm. Seeing how you already used the one Lightning Storm, the chances of a second one's pretty low. But you generally want to just provide a bit more minions on the board for presence right now because that's what you need. And Mana Worm's gonna grow over time. Like a little baby, but yeah. But,
yeah, he's just gonna do that. Freeze the 2/3, yep. Kill off the other 2/3.
that's gonna ping face, that's fine. It's gonna end turn, now back to Machtung. What does Machtung get? Yeah, I'm still loading a little bit. There we go. Argent Squire. Alright.
It's not gonna help.
Yeah, it's not gonna help.
Hey, wait, let's see here.
What he could do is he could put the Argent Squire next to the Flame Tongue Totem. He could run the 2/2 into the Fairy Dragon, but his Flame Tongue's probably gonna die. But if he doesn't run into anything at all, he will not be able to get another Snake Totem up. So that's very regrettable. And I mean, there's really nothing much Machtung could do. It seems like he's losing traction here.
Yeah, he has to Bloodlust if he wants to regain board control.
It's gonna be such a waste, man. But it's alright actually because the mage is just down about 1 card. You have the card advantage. You're just gonna have to risk it to consolidate the position a little bit here. And you're gonna have to move on after that. So take the bullet, just bite the bullet, man. There we go. Alright, he's gonna be able to clear everything on the board. No, you don't want to do that first, sir. Oh god. Okay, that's fine. This is a 3/1. I thought it's gonna die.
Yeah. Hope for a health totem? No, it's not. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's okay.
I mean, a heal totem.
It's probably gonna get pinged, but
yeah.
there's
Really
nothing much you
hoping
could
for
probably
that.
do.
Really hoping for that health totem, because if he had it, he would have won the game. Well, that's a huge answer there, and I don't think Machtung can actually deal with this.
Again, Feral Spirit.
Yeah,
that's his best, man.
The problem is, if Oploner top decks a Flame Strike, he is still in a bad spot. Either ways, he is in a very bad spot right now. He's gonna have to overload himself again. He should probably just ping the shield now before he loses the shield on that 1-1.
I doubt he can actually ping the shield.
I mean, use his 1-1 to hit the 4-5.
Yeah, that yes. It's
Yeah.
actually gonna end turn. That's not gonna help him do much of anything at all. And another water elemental comes out here for Oploner. He's gonna use the shield to do something. He's gonna ping off the other shield there. That's a great move.
See, if he had just pinged the shield, the 4-5 would have taken 2 damage at least. Would have been a little bit
my
better.
God,
Oh,
Flame
Flame Tongue.
Mhm.
Yep. Flame Tongue helps a lot.
Yeah.
What he's gonna do here is he's gonna put the Flame Tongue between the Argent Square and the Taunt, so that he can keep his spell totem alive. Or what he could do also is just put the Flame Tongue totem between the between the Flame Tongue, between the Taunt and the spell totem.
I guess he can do that.
It doesn't really make much of this difference, because if he uses the 0-2 to kill off the 4-5, the 1-1 is gonna become a 3-1 that he's gonna just throw into the 4-5.
Still gets buffed, so yeah.
The 2-2 here at least will be able to attack face.
Yep,
And
he gets back the same old totem, so that's fantastic there.
I would actually just play the wind speaker now. I think he's afraid that he might. Oh, whoa. Okay, he's actually just gonna trade everything. Yeah, I guess that's fine as well. But the problem with that is that he doesn't have any minion on the board now to really do anything.
Well, Thalnos hits for 3-1, so. Oh, but look at that, man. Arcane Explosion. That's gonna do everything he needs right now. He just needs Arcane Explode. Ping off the, the shield there. And yeah. It's back to Machtung.
Yep. Honestly, he had to play the Wind Fury. I think again, he's just trying to play around with Flame Strike, so I can't really blame him there.
No, I
Leroy
wouldn't
Cheng.
do Leroy here.
Yeah, Leroy Cheng is the worst card you can play. Just play the Yeti and the Totem. Like, play Yeti on the left side and Totem. What is he gonna get? Heal? Oh no. Heal would have been good.
Yep, would have been fantastic. But now it's gonna be up to Oploner. And I think with Alexstrasza is that you wanna save it for a last minute kind of answer. But the top deck Fireball is gonna answer the Yeti. And he's gonna ping the O2. Bit by bit it's gonna die.
I think he should have just played Alexstrasza there, to be honest.
That would be a very risky play. Because like I said, Alexstrasza is the kind of, it's the kind of card that you don't know when to play it. Because if you play too greedily, too early on, you lose a good mechanic that could probably heal you up to about 15 life. If you play too late, you basically don't have a chance to play anymore. So he needs to decide, man. Yeah, Flame Strike.
Oh,
there we go. That's the missing piece he needs. But it's only Totem on the board. You don't want to use that right now.
It's like, yeah, just don't do it. It's just such a bad idea. Azure Drake here, easy. As the Azure Drake, what card is he gonna get? Lightning Bolt. I guess that's fine. Totem and attack face with the 1 totem there.
Yep. He's got almost every totem in the collection.
And Oploner is gonna be forced to use Flame Strike here. He could also just polymorph the 4-4, but that's just not worth it. He's just thinking that, man, his Flame Strike is effectively only gonna be trading with 1 card and hero power, so not really the best effect for the card, for the price you pay.
It's too expensive for that, but yeah. Just gonna ping face. And Shaman now is at about 24 health. Mage is only about 20. Of course, Oploner is a lot better than Machtung right now in terms of position, because it's like 1 game up. But we need to consider that they're both actually just wasting mana. Yeah, Alexstrasza would be a pretty good play. But of course, the Hex is gonna be the default answer.
Let's see here. If Machtung can somehow do it in a... Oh, there we go. That's the perfect answer. I would actually use this to deal damage to the face. How much damage to the face would that be? That would be 3 damage, right? So he'd be down to 17.
Yep.
17 life. If he has Leroy Jenkins plus the Wind Fury, that's about 12 damage.
And a Lightning
Plus
Bolt.
a Lightning
17.
Bolt.
Yep, lethal.
Yep. You should just use the flame strike on the enemy's face.
You mean the fire elemental?
Yes,
Babael cry.
but which is actually really good. Like because Alexstrasza actually puts him even more into lethal range, so he's not gonna use that. He's just gonna use that offensively. So no, I would just 3 to the face so I have lethal next turn.
Same. I mean, that's actually a pretty good calculation in your part, but he's not gonna go ahead and do that because he's just so obsessed with control right now.
Yeah, I think he's also fearful for heals coming out, so doesn't want to
Heals
do a
on a mage. Come on.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't know. I mean things is players don't really know what exactly they're running with, and from what we can tell so far, Oploner could run with a whole bunch of random cards because it's more like budget deck. So he may have things like Earthring Farseer. So that 3 added life could definitely mean the difference in surviving. So in this case though, is that he actually top decks a pretty good card there, the Cone of Cold. He's gonna be able to trade everything on the board. Okay, that's game, isn't it? Leroy Jenkins, Wind Fury, Rock Biter,
Yep.
the Leroy Jenkins, and Lightning Bolt the face.
I think so. That's 9
Well,
9
15.
times 2 is 18. Yeah, that's game.
Yep.
18 plus 3, so I guess it's gonna be 1 apiece so far.
Yep. That top deck, man. That was basically what kind of won him the game. 18 damage to the face, followed by a nice Lightning Bolt for the 1 BM finish. There we go. That's a 1-1 apiece game, man. Whoa, that was close, to be honest. What a top deck, man. Seriously. What
Yeah,
a
very
top
nicely done there. Indeed.
Top deck.
Saving the wind speaker until the very end was the wise move at the very least. If it were me or you, we probably would have just played it.
Yeah. Like there was a moment in time where I said that you should have just used it, but it's a good thing he held off. Again, we don't really know the deck list, so it's kind of hard for us to say exactly what was the best play there. But yeah, in the end, at least for Machtung, he stuck it out, was able to survive whatever the mage was gonna throw at him, and yeah, was able to win the game.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man. But you're right. It's ultimately just the way it is, and we have a third game here. It's a 1-1 situation. BO3 means that whoever wins this next ace game is gonna go through, and will have the extra point in this group stage of Machtung, Oploner, and beyond. So this is Group A of eHL Season 1 Cycle 2. Babael here, joined by Larc, and hope you guys enjoy the series. And it's gonna be the Hunter from Oploner.
Oh man, Hunter, this is gonna be a pretty good showing, I believe. Looking at his hand already, he does have the Unleash the Hounds plus the Starving Buzzard combo. So that's pretty good on his part. Fortunately, you would have liked to have a starting hand of a what do you call this? The gnome instead of the Archon Commander there. He even gets a Flame Strike Trap, so that's pretty decent. But yeah, looking at the hand of Machtung, he's actually very, very nice. He can coin into a Feral Spirit early on, which would actually be very, very annoying for Oploner to deal with.
Yeah, it would actually be really irritating, but
I think Oploner is not really running a aggro deck. I'm not too sure because I just saw that he just got a what is
Tundra
that?
Rhino.
Yeah, Tundra Rhino. So really
The
depends.
Rhino is fine. I mean it works sometimes, but you're gonna have to know when to play it, and generally it is okay, this is not a aggro hunter. No one plays explosive shot in aggro hunter. That's a control card. So yeah, this is a control hunter. It's nice to see a control hunter after a very long time.
Yeah,
I thought they simply don't exist anymore.
Or maybe he just played it there in his deck because he's missing out a lot of cards for his aggro. But then again, that
Not
doesn't really hit
possible.
the face, yeah.
But you're right.
Look at those beautiful dogs, man. I just love the animations now by Blizzard. It's really, really good. He gets like, wow, okay, he has a Gladiator's Longbow as well. Okay, that's really control-ish. I believe he's probably gonna go for a card draw here. He's gonna get
Buzz
3
it
cards.
and Buzz it and Unleash the Hound for card draw. That's the best play you can make.
Is he gonna do it? That's the question though.
It's gonna be a lot better if he does this a little bit later.
Well, what he could do is he could just, yeah, I could have just Explosive Trap and Ping Face.
I would actually, yeah, I would actually explosive track and no, actually I would just go for face. Just do the hero power and just end turn. You know, just take it like a man for 2 turn, and then you have the best combo. Explosive trap, you know, unleash the hound, and the starving buzzer gives you a little bit more card as well. So yeah, you are not in a very bad spot, man.
It's gonna if he pops a 1/1 shield, it's gonna be pretty sad face because the flame trap is gonna be coming up soon, and that's gonna kill everything.
It's not
The
gonna
Zero Tree
kill
will die to the Arcane though from Oploner.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty decent card he can have.
And
I actually wouldn't Arcane Shot here. I'll just keep it in hand, since anyway he needs to charge if he wants to make use of that Flame Tongue Totem. So he should just end the turn, not even Arcane the 0/3, so they can have, you know, that surprise factor.
I would actually just do it there. I mean, you're in this game long enough. There's no minion on the board. You probably will not play Snake Trap there. Yeah, it could be a snipe, but come on, man. Seriously, a snipe? And you're gonna have to think about the chances here. So, it's any way I look at it, it's explosive trap. There's no way it could be anything else.
He's gonna lose the totem.
And I will not even hero power in that instance. Just saying. Because
Yeah,
I know it's an explosive trap. Not because
actually, he made a mistake. He should have
Mhm.
attacked first if he wanted to hero power.
Exactly. That's why you should follow the Babael 3-step rule to clearing secrets. You know, use the smaller shit on your board to hit his face. Step 1, step 2, you play the smaller shit, and step 3, you probably play a spell.
wow.
Then you know what it is. For
He's
sure.
actually gonna end the turn. I would have just popped the secret there.
Maybe because he knows what's up and he's gonna confuse, do a bit of mindception. So Oploner effectively is lost right now because he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's got 6 mana, he's not looking to lose any of those. Playing a minion right now would be completely stupid. So
But that was kind of risky because imagine if Oploner had another Unleash the Hounds and Starving Buzzard combo, he would effectively
No,
have given him
it would be
5
fine
cards.
because if you look at the hand in his cards in his hand, sorry, he has got like 10 cards.
I
Or
guess.
close to that amount, so you're not worried about that. He's gonna mill himself. He's just gonna explosive shot that. Are you kidding me? Alright. Now the explosive trap is just gonna be it's definitely gonna be proc there. And
I would have kept
wow.
it, to be honest.
Yeah, I would just keep my cool hero power all day, any day. He's not attacking you, you just attack his face.
Exactly.
Everyone's happy after that. But yeah, that's just Oploner. I would have saved it for something like this, a fire elemental.
That's unfortunate.
Very,
That's
very
really
sad. Mhm.
At least he does have one more in his hand, so he will be able to deal with that. If the fire elemental, which I believe, yeah, the only play here for Machtung is going to use the fire elemental to the face. Unfortunately for him, it's going to die because he has Gladiator's longbow. And next turn, he's not going to take any damage.
Yep, it's perfect, and it's gonna kill the 6/5 there. That's actually a very good answer.
Yep. As a Drake.
Man,
Is he
his
gonna get-
control hunter looks pretty good.
Oh, he's probably thinking of getting a taunt totem. Nope, it's not. Don't even think about using the mana tide.
Manatite. Yeah, don't. It's gonna die. So bad.
So just want to get at least a quick card draw, a 1 card draw, and it's gonna. Oh, I didn't know the mana tide had that effect. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's some little bit of splashing water action there. It's pretty decent. Starving Buzzard, Tundra Rhino, instantly gonna clear this board right now.
Mm-hmm. You want to do that, and you want to save the gladiator. I mean, no one really plays a gladiator longbow. Come on. Back in December at Head SG, I asked a lot of players, and they're like, "Do you even play that card?" No one plays that card, dude. And I'm like, "Yeah." But the only dude that played that Control Hunter back in December,
DJ Lolexy.
DJ Lolex, the famed pro there, and he's top 8, man. So
Yeah.
it shows you how strong this potential is. And if you look at Oploner, yeah, he's actually doing a very good job here, controlling
he's-
the shaman.
Yeah, he's in a pretty good spot because, well, Machtung is thinking to Lightning Storm here, but he doesn't have a. He's gonna need 2
You know,
plus spell damage to kill
I
it
hate
off.
to say this, but I think Oploner is got lethal next turn.
Yeah, he does.
Let me just tell you, 4 damage from Arcane Shot Hero Power. That's gonna cost 3 mana. He can also play double kill command. That's gonna deal 10. But I forget that because Lightning Storm comes in and spoils the day. But I think it's still viable. Let me just count again. Okay, Rockfire. Now it's not.
Yep,
Because it doesn't have a piece on the field anymore. So yeah, but considering if he doesn't do that, he's basically dead because his weapon hits for 5. He has got like 4 damage on the board. That's 9. Oh, Alexstrasza, yeah, come on. You're gonna have to play that. I feel like Oploner as a player, he plays too passively.
Yeah,
you should always Alexstrasza whenever you have the chance.
He should have
Such
put
a
some
card.
Yeah, you should put some pressure there and just Alexstrasza, to be honest. Oh wow, Arcane Shot that? Really?
No, I will not do that. That's just...
I think it's fine here because he's thinking that he doesn't want that 1/1 to pop the shield. He's gonna force Machtung to use a hex on it or like something like a what do you call this, a Earth Shock on it, like to waste some spells before he throws some other big cards. Because his thought is that if he hexes the 4/5, he's probably gonna play the Alexstrasza next turn.
Oh, what a fake sorry there.
Interesting. I believe his only play here is to
silence it.
Yeah, maybe not. Doesn't have to now. But is he dead? That is the question.
I would actually
Whoa.
no. I would just explosive shot here. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, explosive shot would have been my play, but still, it's okay. Animal companion. He gets Larc. That's extra damage. That's good. It's good news there.
Attack with the weapon.
No,
Yes,
don't. Just don't. Come on, next turn. Then you do the BM finish. You know, the
Oh
kill
my
command, double kill command, gladiator longbow. Come on, that's such a low blow. Machtung will never see it coming.
Machting's dead. He doesn't have any response here.
Yeah, he can actually effectively just play Leroy Jenkins.
Well, okay. The only way for him to survive now is if he's able to clear both minions on the board.
What if he silences the bubble and he gets a spell totem?
No.
No, it's a 1/1. Oh,
He lost it. He should have played the Azure Drake, silenced the 4/5, played the Lightning Storm.
Huh. Oh
Oh,
wow.
that was a big mistake by him.
If yeah, it would actually kill the 2/4. There's a chance of that happening.
Yeah, chance of it happening. The thing is,
and
he can actually still, like, what he does is he
is that?
he plays the Azure Drake.
Yeah.
He uses his Lightning Storm first. Okay, he's gonna Earth Shock now. Okay, wait, let's see.
Nah, I don't see. Unless Larc dies, or the 5/5 dies, he dies.
Because the thing is, if he played
Yeah,
Azure
actually he can
Drake-
play the Defender Argus. So
yeah, Defender of Argus also will protect him.
that's good. Yeah.
No,
that's
actually,
good.
it won't. He's dead.
How?
Double kill command.
Yeah.
5 damage.
Oh, you're right. That's
10
right.
damage.
How did he get to 10 health all of a sudden? I was like dreaming. He was at 10 health all the whole
Yeah,
time.
he was at 10 health all along. Yeah, he's dead.
I'm sorry. I was busy changing screens for
Yeah,
Oploner.
Yeah, that was a big
Oh
mistake.
my god, OP
Aw.
Loner, the budget king, man. Look at that. That's
Budget.
a hunter. Gladiator longbow. Who plays that shit, man? The OP Loner. Man, what a win it is for him. Well done, indeed. Larc, how do you find the series?
Oh man, that was pretty interesting. I mean, for players that they didn't really have those legendary cards and all bigger minion cards, it was still a pretty decent game. Some couple of misplays, actually quite a few misplays coming from
A fair bit of misplay there, but
yeah, from both players. But nevertheless, it's nice to see that budget can kind of come true. So yeah, pretty interesting to see.
yeah, but it's strong. It's really strong. I mean, I'm very happy with the decks Oploner brought to eHL Season 1 Cycle 2 because that's crazy. It's a mage deck. You don't really see mage deck. You don't really see a control hunter. You never see a gladiator longbow. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
Except DigiLolX. So this is DigiLolX the second. It's the second coming. I'm telling you, it's gonna be top 8. It's going to the playoffs, but Beyond's probably gonna kill me for that. But yeah, I mean, we have the next game, Beyond versus Oploner. We'll be back in about 5 to 15 minutes. But Larc, how do you find the series so far?
Pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Like you said, yeah.
I mean, Oploner was pulling out a couple of decent plays there. Machtung, unfortunately, he didn't really quite hit the mark, as a hunter would say. But yeah, I mean, it's still a pretty decent matchup. Nevertheless, it's not too much of like a stomp here or there. So yeah.
Very good stuff. That's it. Babael here, joined by Larc. We'll be back real soon. Sit tight, stay tuned for eHL Season 1 Cycle 2 Group